Good morning from beautiful Bangkok, Thailand. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reasons why I make YouTube videos and the reasons why you should not. I got up pretty late this morning and I just decided to make this video because it just came to my mind. So we're going to sit down real quick at my favorite place. I'm going to grab some food and we're going to cover topic number one about why I make YouTube videos. So I have to say that the number one reason why I make YouTube videos is that because I love to challenge myself and to progress. I'm not a creative person. So for me, to be able to make these videos is something completely different from anything I've ever done in my life. You see, every 10 years throughout my life, I've changed careers. In my 20s, I was sales and marketing, recruiting. In my 30s, I was in law enforcement. And in my 40s, I ran my vintage toy business. Now that I'm 50, I'm expanding and moving on into a whole new segment of my life, which is making YouTube videos. And for me, learning something new, moving forward, and challenging myself is really my passion in life. I love the concept of just something that I don't know much about and something to learn and move forward. I've always thought it was very important to challenge yourself. I don't want a life of monotony. For me, going out, doing something different, something that I'm not sure about, and taking calculated risks has always been my life goal and challenges. I think it's really important to be able to do that. And that is one of the main reasons why I decided to do YouTube, because I literally knew nothing about it. I threw myself into it and just going along, making mistakes and learning as I go. This isn't gonna be a food video. I'm just gonna eat real quick and we're gonna move on, but my lunch just arrived and it is definitely one of my favorite things. Som Tam, and I got chicken pad krapao. Always a great meal here at Suda Restaurant. It's on Soi 14, right across the street from Terminal 21. I'll put the link in the description below. Now, let's move on to the second reason of why I like making YouTube videos. So I would say the second reason why I really enjoy making YouTube videos is because it really pushes me out of my comfort zone. And I think it's easy for us to fall into a comfort zone where we're used to everything and we're comfortable. But at least for me, I think in life it's so important to be able to get out of that comfort zone and to learn more and to expand. This is how we grow as human beings. This is my belief, at least, that we grow when we learn new things, when we expand our minds, we expand our horizons. And for me, making YouTube videos, it is a huge challenge. So I'm always expanding and growing, and that makes me just so happy. And that's the second reason why I enjoy making YouTube videos. So I don't think you're allowed to have any fun here at Benjakiti Park if you look at all of these signs. Another reason why I make YouTube videos is because I get to take you along and show you places that you might have never seen before. You see, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos during the whole pandemic situation, and I saw places that I never got to travel or wanted to. And now that I'm here in Bangkok and in Thailand in general, I want to share with you guys the places that you might not have seen. Even those of you that live here in Thailand have told me that I've shown you places you have not seen. So if I can kind of pay it forward and show you guys all these marvelous things that I find, I know a lot of it is not touristy places at all, because that is not what I want to go see and show you. But I think you get to enjoy these magnificent things, and hopefully I show it to you in an enthusiastic way. I take you along, I show you what I like, and hopefully you enjoy. And that's definitely a reason why I make YouTube videos, to make you guys happy and take you to a place you might have not otherwise seen. The next reason why I make YouTube videos might surprise some of you. And you see, it's because when I first started doing this, I had people tell me that I can't do this, that I won't be successful. There's too many people doing it, Serg. There's already somebody in Thailand doing the same exact videos. You're making videos about the same topics 1,000 other expat YouTubers have. You know, the more someone tells me that I cannot do something, the more that I want to do it, and the more that it makes me push forward in life. Because I'm one of those stubborn people that when someone says you cannot accomplish something, all I want to do is say, oh yeah, watch me. You see, there's a lot of people in life who want to steal your dreams. They don't want to rise up and accomplish things. So instead, they want to bring you down and tell you that you cannot accomplish things. And I try to get away as far away from those people as possible, because deep down, I know that I can do anything I set my heart to. And I hope you realize the same about yourself. So if you have people like that in your life, they're toxic. You might want to consider cutting them out, because they're not helping you in life. They're bringing you down. Why am I doing this? Because I can. You should enjoy your life. And honestly, probably the most important reason why I make YouTube videos is that I want to inspire people. I want to inspire you to go out and make videos, to create content, to do whatever it is that you wanted to do, and then maybe somebody said you couldn't. I want to be the inspiration for you to go out and do things because you say, hey, Serg can do it. Some of his stuff might not even be that great. I can do a better job. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that you think you can do a better job, and I want you to go out to the world and prove it. You see, it's so important to inspire others for me, because if I can watch people learn and watch them grow, I love that. There's been a number of people who have started YouTube channels and asked me for help, and that just makes me so happy. Honestly, that is the best reward I could ask for doing these YouTube videos, is knowing that somebody out there decided that, hey, I can do it too, and they went out to do it. So hopefully you watch some of my videos, or any other creator, and they inspire you to do something. That is huge bonus in my book. All right, you still with me? Great. Okay, now let's get into the topic of why you should not make YouTube videos. I think the number one reason that you should not make YouTube videos is that you just want to do it because you want to make money. It is not simple. Trust me, it is not easy to make money on YouTube. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. And even when you make videos, people might not watch them. You might make the biggest masterpiece, but making money is really difficult. You have to be able to get the audience to make money and monetize it and have people really enjoy your content. You should not get into this because you solely want to make money, because then you'll just be chasing the wrong idea. What I mean is, get into it for another reason. Get into it because you want to create, because you want to share something, because you're passionate. But I firmly believe that if you get into YouTube, or honestly most any business, just to make money, it's going to be a lot harder to be successful. You have to have the why, have the reason why to do something, and then everything else will come. One of the other reasons that I think you should not make YouTube videos is if you don't want to be recognized and if you don't want to be in the public eye. That seems to be like a very common sense thing, but a lot of people don't understand that. Once you start making YouTube videos, especially if you start becoming successful, people are going to, one, recognize you in public, and two, people might come after you and say stupid things about you. Now, number one, being recognized in public. That is become somewhat of a norm for me here in Thailand. I think there's a lot of people here that have watched my videos, and I get recognized like a couple times a week. I'm totally fine with that. I will stop, I will talk to people. I'm very friendly, and those that have met me in person know that I'm as genuine in person as I am in my videos. So I'm totally fine with that. But if that's something that you will not enjoy, then you might think about maybe not putting your face on camera if you want to make videos just about certain subjects. Now, the second one, and this one, it could be kind of toxic, it could not, is that as any time in life, when you start becoming successful at anything, people are going to start throwing rocks at you. And I mean that in a figurative speech. You know, people will start saying things about you, they'll start making deductions. Maybe somebody will even mention you on another YouTube video and tell everyone what they know about you, when they really know nothing about you and they're just making assumptions. So you have to have some thick skin. And if you don't have thick skin, you might have a harder time with this. You know, for instance, I have pretty thick skin, so it's okay for me. But I know some people who take criticism very, very harshly. So for them, it's very difficult. Criticism, constructive criticism, is extremely important in life, because people should tell us maybe how we can do things better as long as it's constructive, and you should be able to listen. So if those two things are going to be hard for you, maybe you should not be making YouTube videos. Or I will challenge you that if those things are hard for you, that you push forward and do it anyways. Don't let the people get you down that tell you you can't or make fun of you. Screw them. They're just miserable. You should also not make YouTube videos if you can't be consistent. And consistency has a wide range of meanings. You need to be able to upload videos on a regular basis, whether that's once a day, once a week, once a month. You have to have some kind of a set routine. Now, I'm guilty of not doing that. Sometimes I upload 2 times a week, 3 times a week. There's been days in the past where I uploaded every day for a few days. But you have to have some consistency, because your audience is going to expect to see you. And when they don't, they get withdrawals. So it's very important that you are able to do this kind of on a regular basis and not just once every 2 or 3 months, because your followers will lose interest. So be consistent. If you can't, you might want to rethink your strategy of making YouTube videos. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, but I got to say it. You should not make YouTube videos if you think that having the best equipment, the best editing software, cameras, computers, etc. will allow you to make the best masterpieces that everybody will want to watch. Nope. That has nothing to do with it. I have seen people with the simplest equipment make extremely engaging videos, and I have seen people with cinematic productions that I thought were amazing, but I didn't have the audience. There's a lot more to it than just having the right equipment. There's personality, there's subject matter, there's marketing. That is the most important thing. Look, you can have a bad product and good marketing and it'll do well, but you can have a great product and poor marketing and it will not do well. But what I want to impress is that if you think having all the best equipment will make you a success, most likely not. You don't need that. You can do very simply. I do everything on my iPhone. I'm even editing this video on my iPhone and all my past videos because I'm too lazy to learn the editing software on my laptop. There is proof out there you can do it with very simple equipment. So I would urge you not to waste your money on the best equipment you can buy, because that necessarily does not mean you will be a success. If you can afford it, by all means, go buy some nice toys. But I would just encourage you to start simple and keep it that way. Simple is the best way in life. If you expect to make a viral hit out of one of your first few videos, then that is another reason why you probably shouldn't do YouTube. Viral hits are extremely unlikely. It is so hard to make something viral because, well, most of us don't know what will go viral. You have to be able to be willing to put in the work, to grind away, to make videos, to have people maybe not like them, leave you comments about what you should and should not do. And you just have to keep grinding at it. Doesn't mean you have to work yourself to death. I prefer to work smart, not hard. But if your expectation is that you're going to have some kind of a one-hit wonder and that's going to kick off your channel, while that is possible, I would say it's highly unlikely. You have to have realistic expectations when you start anything. It's important to shoot for goals, but realistic expectations will keep you grounded. So set realistic goals as you move forward making YouTube videos. And you know, while we're talking about YouTube, I never thought I would see a Tesla police car here in Bangkok. There you have it. These are the reasons why I make YouTube videos and some of the reasons why you should not. If you have any comments, if you have any questions about anything YouTube related, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget to watch this video because I think you will really enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye.